Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I am so pumped to go live and talk today about this subject, mostly because I feel like it can make such a difference in our lives, but also because I believe that the Lord has blessed me with this opportunity, and I really want to share what that looks like and how that could change and impact your guys' life as a result of joining our team. So first, I kind of want to chat with you guys about what we do on a day-to-day basis, because I think that's something that we haven't exactly addressed, and I know, hey Elizabeth, and I know that that's a good question, like what exactly would you be doing as a coach, how do we make money, that kind of thing is important to address, so that's going to be what I talk about first. So I'm going to kind of show you guys a little bit of the inside sneak peek of all of that. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well too. So the first thing is that as a coach, you are focused on your own health and fitness journey first and foremost. That is absolutely, hey Shelby, so glad you could pop on. Happy Thanksgiving. That is absolutely number one with this business is you are on your own health and fitness journey. You're committed to a program and you are doing it from start to finish. You are following the meal plan as best as you can and you're getting the workouts in. That's the number one thing we do as coaches. So for me, that was huge. Like, you know, Josh and I shared yesterday, that self-accountability piece was so important for my own journey. And so that's number one thing we do as coaches is we're on our own journey. So even though I've been a coach for 2 years, I am still committed to one program at a time. I'm doing it all the way through and I am finishing it because that is the way that I'm able to be, in a sense, my walking billboard for my own boot camps that I run. So my body and the way that I treat myself and my own progress is exactly my brand and how I help other people and how I show them what's possible with our boot camps. So that's the first thing that we do. No matter what point you're at with coaching, you will always be on your own journey first. That will always be top priority. There are a gazillion workout programs to choose from. I'm actually going to show you guys a little sneak peek into that. What you would be getting when you join as a coach. You would be getting access to our Beachbody On Demand, which is what I call as the Netflix for fitness. Amazing, life-changing, and essentially when you log into it, you have access to every single workout program that Beachbody has created, so it's phenomenal for your own results. Like for me, I think I've done like I've only done like one program in the year. I've never repeated throughout the year, which is so nice. So I'm just going to show you a little sneak peek here. So this is our Beachbody On Demand right here, and this is where you log in and you will get access to every single workout program that we have, which is so incredible. So right now I am doing, where is it? Scroll, oh, right here, the Master's Hammer and Chisel. So when you click on it, it's kind of like Netflix. You click on it and you get to see all the episodes of the seasons or whatever. When you click on it, you get to see all the workouts that you would use for your program. And then you click on program materials, you get access to your nutrition guide and all that good stuff. So it's literally like everything you could possibly need for your own health and fitness journey. So that's what you sign up with when you are a coach. The second thing that we do is we help people. So by being a living example of the products that we have, as far as the workouts, the meal plans, that kind of stuff, we are, like you guys see me on social media, I am a walking billboard of health and fitness, mindset. I am sharing my journey authentically so that people can see what I'm doing to stay healthy, to stay happy, to have a good relationship with my body, with food, and that allows me to help other people. That is our second priority. So every single month we are running 2 different kinds of groups. We're running a free group, which allows us to show people kind of like this coach sneak peek. It shows you the inside scoop. So the free group allows us to show people the inside scoop of what our boot camps look like on a smaller scale. So the free group is 5 to 7 days long. You partner with other coaches, you motivate other people, you add to your network in the group. It's amazing. It's so much fun. And that allows us to introduce people to the workouts and to the meal plans, which then leads into invites into our paid boot camp, which is about 30 days long. That's the second group we run every single month. And that group is amazing. That is where the magic happens. And I set every single customer, every single person that does my boot camp, I set them up with the exact same thing that I signed up with as a coach, which kind of makes me feel really just happy about this opportunity, because I'm not asking them to spend more money than I personally didn't spend. So it's amazing. I'm like, hey, this is exactly what I signed up for. This is what I'm doing. This is what's helping me. And I am going to help you with the exact same thing. So that's pretty cool. So every single person signs up with their all access on demand pass, and I plug them into our own app. So Beachbody has created our own app where people can literally log in their workout with a sweaty selfie, and they can also log in with their Shakeology. And every single day, one of us coaches is sharing something of value for the daily check-in. So there's a lot of accountability and support built into these groups. And what we try to do is once a week, we try to go onto a live video chat using the Zoom link, which is awesome. And we use that in order to connect with everyone, try to develop that community feel, and answer any questions that people might have, which is so fun. So that's our second priority, is helping people, either through our free groups, through our paid boot camp, or the coach sneak peeks, which happens once a month as well. Hey, Allison, I'm so glad you could pop on. Happy Thanksgiving. So those are our top priorities every single month. Month in and month out, I'm running those 3 groups in order to continue to help people. So as far as that goes, no matter when you start this job, or if you have a full-time job, whatever your schedule looks like, this job is what you make it. I have 3 different programs that I set people up on as a new coach: the walking program, the jogging program, and the running program. And what that does, based off of your goals that you have, your income goals, or your personal health and wellness goals, or just even what time you have available to work this business, we will match you as either a walker, a jogger, or a runner. And so that allows you to know exactly what to do. And I'll actually post that below in the comments. I'll post the PDF of what that day-to-day looks like, that commitment, so that you guys can see which one you would be. So that's the cool thing about coaching, is that if you want to walk in this business, you don't have a lot of time to devote to it, you're not ready to go full time, or maybe you love your current day job and you just want to build something part-time that you're passionate about, or you just want to be on your own health and fitness journey and help people when it allows you to. Or if you're like me and you're like, I'm going all in, I need to build this to be a 6-figure plus business, then you're a sprinter. Either one, you can make this job work. Either one, we have exactly what you need to do every single day, and what commitments you need to make and actions that you need to take in order to build that business. So it's really awesome, because it's kind of like a one-size-fits-all. There is different options for every person, regardless of where you're at with your own health and wellness, regardless of where you're at with your current schedule. We can find a way to make this work for you and build those goals no matter what stage of the spectrum you're on. So the third thing that we do as coaches is personal development. And you hear me guys talk about this all the time on social media. This has been the most life-changing part of the business, honestly, because I was kind of a negative Nancy before I started coaching, which you might look at me and be like, but you're so bubbly and positive. I'm like, yeah, but I was such a negative Nancy on the inside. I was like, yeah, that would be nice if I could do that. Or, gosh, that's so awesome for that girl, but I could never be that. I was just negative. I was just like, that will never happen for me, I was just negative. And what personal development has done is helped me to realize that what I'm thinking on the inside directly relates to my success and what my current life circumstances are. So if I'm thinking negative, yeah, I'm going to attract more negativity, more bad things are going to happen to me. But if I am embracing positivity and I'm channeling who God has created me to be and truly believing that, then I believe I bring that into my life more intentionally. So personal development is something we all commit to, no matter what, whether you're a walker, runner, jogger in the business, we all do personal development. And that's, anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes a day of reading. Or for me, I listen to audiobooks because it's a lot easier with my lifestyle. I'm always on the go, so I like to listen to things versus sit down and read, which is awesome. So our emphasis as a business, as a team, as a company is to really grow the person. And that's what personal development does. And then the fourth thing we do is obviously it combines into the second thing I mentioned, which is helping people. And that would be just connecting and inviting people to what we're doing. I love doing that. I think some people are afraid to reach out to people about what like health and fitness is, about a boot camp and whatnot. But I don't think that should be scary. I think that's a gift. Like if I have a solution of how to work out and eat right with the amazing accountability that I have, and it's actually working and I'm seeing results, why wouldn't I want to share that with people? Like, do you know how many people in the world are like, I just need someone to tell me I can do this. I need someone to come alongside me and be like, you can do this. I'm in this with you. How many people want that? Like every girl wants that. Every girl wants a little fit squad to be like, we got this, we're in this together, we're moving forward. So that's a huge part of inviting. No, I don't come out and be like, hey, you want to buy this product? I will never say that. There are some friends that I have that do other marketing companies like Rodan and Fields or essential oils or whatever have you, and they come out with a product and they ask me about that, and I'm not interested in that. I am focused on building the relationship, and so I'll ask people, are you on a health and fitness journey too? That is such an easy question for me to ask because it just makes it a lot of super easy transition. Almost everybody is on a health and fitness journey or not, and they want to be, which is amazing. I get to help them either way. So that's the fourth kind of vital pillar of what we do as coaches. Those 4 things build up what you do every single day. And so I was asked recently by one of you guys, what is hard? I keep saying that this job is hard. What is hard about that, about this job? What makes it hard? Consistency with those 4 things. I would say the number one reason why people fail at this job or do not see success is because they, one, don't believe in themselves, so their mindset is full of doubt and negativity, which causes them to not take action on the items that I put in front of them for success. Number 2 would be consistency with doing those actions. So maybe they believe, but they just don't make the time to build the business. Those 2 things are hard to do. It is hard to overcome your personal inner mean girl. I talk about that all the time, you guys. It's so difficult to do that, whether it's your health and wellness journey, a relationship, whatever it may be. It will always be the biggest challenge is to believe in yourself first. And in this business, you will be pressed against the wall of learning to either fight for yourself and your dreams or to let your doubts, negativity, or the opinions of others affect you. That's why this job is hard, because you have to fight. I can't fight for you. I can put all the tools in your hands, tell you this is exactly how I built my business successfully. But at the end of the day, if you don't believe that you can do that, if you don't choose to overcome that every single day and build a mindset, because I didn't start this way. 2 years I've been building this mindset that I can be that leader, that I can have that success, that I am a good coach. So it took me time to build that mindset. If you can't commit to building that mindset, you'll never be successful with this job. And I have no problem saying that because I'm not looking to mentor people that are not willing to work on themselves. I spend a lot of time with my coaches. I don't want to waste time on people that are not interested in improving who they are. And so that's why I love that we have, sorry, I got to plug my computer in. That's why I love the personal development aspect of this, because you may not have that mindset right now of a successful top coach, and you may not believe right now that you can do this, and you may have those fears and concerns and doubts, but if you're willing to work on that, you will get there. But you have to fight for that every single day, and that's hard to do. It's hard to overcome negativity. It's hard to overcome the opinions of others, and that never changes. I still have negative people always messaging me like, Christians shouldn't show skin and this and that. Okay, no, you don't pay my bills, so I really could care less what you have to say. And that's the attitude I've adapted, because now I've built a mindset that believes in what I'm doing, that the pros outweigh the cons, that the supporters outweigh the negative naysayers. And I'm never going to let someone else kill my dreams. I am working on my own terms around the world, and I'm making an income doing that. You will never convince me that that is a bad choice. I love it. And I don't have to go to an office, and I'm not controlled by a glass ceiling of how much I can earn. And I don't have a boss telling me what I didn't do today and how they're upset with me and this and that. And I only have 2 weeks vacation. No, that will never be my life again, because I chose this, but I'm fighting for that mentality to believe that I can continue to do this regardless of the, regardless of the failure that I have, regardless of what other people are saying and all that kind of stuff. The second reason it's hard is because they don't take consistent action with this business. The income that I will share with you guys did not come from sitting back on my bum and doing nothing. And the income I share with you is from hard freaking work, probably the hardest work I've ever done in any job. And I've had a lot of jobs. I've had some where it's physical labor. I've had some where it's mentally exhausting and I have bosses like up the wazoo on me. It's hard, but that's the beauty of it is I built this. Me and my team built this income that I am going to share with you guys from zero, literally zero. I made nothing when I started. I actually invested money when I started this business. So to me, that is so mind-blowing. Hey, Leslie, so glad you could pop on. It is absolutely mind-blowing to me that I could build something from ground zero and have it become something that pays my bills regularly. I did it on my own terms, doing what I love, sharing what I love with people I love. That takes consistent effort. For 2 years, I have never failed to not show up. I show up every single day, even on Thanksgiving. Here I am. I love this job though. It's not work for me to do this, to share my heart with you guys. And that's why I say I'm not looking for people that want to, that income is first. Yes, Leslie, definitely. No, there is no such thing as a little late. I'm so glad you were able to pop into the group and get a sneak peek into all of this fun stuff. So welcome. But okay, so that's the point is that I'm trying to make. It is hard to be consistent when life throws you things like my grandpa getting sick, infertility, Josh losing his job several times last year, having to live without an income from him, moving across the world internationally 4 times in the last year. Those are hard things. I didn't know going into coaching that I would struggle with infertility. I did not know that in the next year my husband would be cut from several teams and we would move 4 times in the same year internationally across different time zones in different countries. I didn't know that. But guess what? It never stopped me. I still showed up no matter what. Life happens. You will have babies. There will be people that die. There will be people that are born. There will be people that get sick. You might get sick. You might have struggles. But I never fail to show up because this job is too important to me. Our future and the vision that I have for our family is too important to me to not show up. So it takes hard work, consistency. You have to be someone that says, you know what, they may not show up, but I'm going to show up. Because this is important to me. You know what? I can't control the fact that my grandpa had a stroke this week and I'm not home to be there, but I can show up for my business because I know that this is building a financial freedom that in the future, if things ever happen like this again, I can pay for my ticket home. I will never stop showing up because those things are so important to me. So when I say this is hard work, it is hard work. You will have to show up when no one else does. You'll have to get up at ungodly hours when other people are still asleep. You'll have to stay awake at night when other people are asleep. You will have to sacrifice personal TV time, personal quiet time, whatever, the laziness of Saturdays and Sundays to build this business. But I guarantee you, I promise you, it is worth every sacrifice. I can't say that enough to you guys, not because of the income that I'm going to share with you, but because of the community that we've built, the accountability that I have with my own health and wellness journey, that I genuinely feel the happiest and the strongest I've ever felt in my own journey. And because I am impacting other people's lives and I'm building a future for our family, that when Josh finishes playing basketball, we don't have to worry about him going to sit behind a desk doing a job he hates because he just spent the last decade of his life doing something he loves, but now we have all these bills. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to force my husband to go do something he doesn't love, which is the picture we would be looking at without coaching. Because, yeah, he makes a fine income, but we don't have enough to, create this huge savings where, now we retire and we just live at large. That's just not reality. When he finishes basketball, there will be more bills. There will be life. We will not have enough money to live off the rest of our life. So that's why I build this business, because I'm committed to allowing him the gift of going to do something else he loves after doing something he loves. And I'm committed to making my future where I love this job. If I have kids, great, I could still do it. If we move around the world 1,000 times, I could still do it. It doesn't matter. I can do it. Like, it works. And I love it. And I'm impacting people's lives. I'm genuinely changing the quality of someone's life. So it is hard work. I'm not going to lie about that, you guys. And this income that I share with you, it's not earth-shattering. It's not millions. It's not even 6 figures. But it is my income that I created on my terms, with my own sick days whenever I needed them, with my own vacation days whenever I wanted them, spending my off days with my husband, which I didn't have the privilege of doing when I worked a job while he was playing basketball a couple years ago. I never got to do that because his off days would be like on a Monday or something like that, and I had work. But now I could take the off days. It is doing something where I'm changing my own life physically, and I'm changing the lives of others. So this income, it's really hard for me to share because I'm a really private person in that regard. You guys see me on social media and I'm like sharing my life story, right? But I'm actually a pretty private person when it comes to like that stuff, especially income, because, you know, there's a fear in me that like, well, what if they don't think that's enough money or that's even a lot? And I want to be honest with you guys, because that's part of being a leader, is being afraid and doing it anyway. I'm afraid to share this with you guys because you could be like, that's not really that much life changing. And you could, you know, think that. But at the end of the day, like, this income makes me want to cry because I built something that I believe in. I did it doing it the right way, where I'm putting God first, and I've never sacrificed that. Not one time have I sacrificed that. It's always been my ministry first. I've done it around the world, facing the craziest of obstacles with my husband, losing jobs, gaining jobs, moving internationally. I've done it through the loss of struggle of infertility, and that's never slowed down. I've done it with people quitting on me. I've done it with people joining me. I've done it with people forgetting about me. And I've done it with best friends making fun of me. And this income represents freedom to me and flexibility, and something that I will never sacrifice ever again, because I live this way now and I will never go back to how it was before. I will never go back to someone telling me what my time was worth and what my freedom was worth and what sacrifices I had to make, and my family had to come second because this business was more important and you need to move forward, and if you want to increase your income you have to do X, Y, and Z. I'm not okay with that. I will never put my future into another human's hands because I want to live my life with my family. That's why I created, I wanted to get married to Josh. I want to spend time with him. So if I'm spending it in a corporate office, hey, Allie, so glad you could jump on. Girl, happy Thanksgiving. So if I'm spending it in a corporate office, my days, and it's 7 to 7, which is what I was doing, and I missed out on time with him, and I go the in-between years from age 22 to 60, those are when people mostly work. And you know what? It's actually getting later because people aren't making enough money and their bills are too high. These years are the most important years, the quality years where I'm physically able to do stuff with people. And I don't want to be spending it on someone else's terms. I don't want to be spending the most important years sacrificing what means the most to me. And this is my story. This may not be your guys' story. Maybe you love your job, and that's amazing. Continue loving your job. But maybe you do want some more freedom. Maybe you do want some more purpose every day, and you want to impact people's lives, and you want something extra. The in-between years are the most important years. Time is going to pass either way. Either way, you're going to be building a job. Either way, you're going to be building an income. For me, this income means that much to me because I know that it was done on my own terms, and I know that it was done in order to help our family build the vision that we have for the future. So with that, I'll share a little bit more on the income side of things. So in the 3rd month of coaching, so the 1st month of coaching, I paid myself back for the investment into the business. So when you first start as a coach, you will purchase your own challenge pack, which includes your access, like I showed you at the beginning of the video, your Beachbody on Demand. And it also includes your first 30 meals of Shakeology. And that is $160. So when you first sign up with that, my 1st month, I paid myself back. I helped 3 people and I paid myself back. So I didn't lose money, which is amazing. not many businesses you can start that can make you six figures or millions that will be paying you back in the first month. And I know that because my family has been looking into building a gym together, and it's insane to think about the investment that you make, and the return on investment doesn't come for 4 to 5 years. So this is a business that you can return your investment within the first month, which is amazing. The second month, I made a little extra. I think I made like $100 or $200 extra on top of expenses. And the third month, I made enough to pay for my student loan bill of $500. And that was my big goal. When I started this business, I wanted to be able to pay my student loan monthly bill, which was $500. And I wanted to cover that with my coaching income. I thought it would take me a year to do that. I just had no idea how the income thing worked. I was like, this is great. I can't wait to make an income. Like, okay, my big goal is if I make $500 a month, I want to be able to pay for my student loan. Okay, well, I did that in the third month. So then I had to reassess and kind of set my goals higher. So I was like, okay, awesome. Now I'm making enough in my third month to pay for my student loan bill. Awesome. So the first 6 months of coaching, my average earning income was around $900 a month. And so that was amazing. Like, I just couldn't fathom an extra, like, for a lot of you guys, you will not quit your full-time job to do this until you've replaced your income. That's how it works with this business. You don't want to do that until you replace your income, because we've all got bills, right? But imagine if you're making your income and then you make an extra almost $1,000 a month. Like, how much of a difference would that make? In the first 6 months of coaching, you have the opportunity to do that. That can pay for extra vacations. That can pay for things that you don't get to do now, for extra student loans, for extra breathing room, maybe to buy your first house as a married couple, whatever the case may be. That is an extra $1,000 a month, which for us was huge. That started covering bills. I had health insurance bills that I have to pay for private health insurance because Josh doesn't get insurance for me, and I obviously am not affiliated with like a US company. Beachbody might have health insurance options, but they don't cover it, obviously. So I pay for that, and that has helped. So I was paying for my student loans, I was paying for my health insurance, our phone bill, and our groceries in the first 6 months with this income. After the first full year of coaching, my average monthly earnings went up to $2,200 a month on average. And these are just averages. I'm not going to give you the exact amount of what I make. So the first full year, that was around the average. So at that point, that was covering all of our expenses back home. My husband, we were able to save his income, which was such a blessing, and that allowed us to pay off my student loans in full, which was over $40,000. So this income completely changed our life, because without it, we wouldn't have the extra to pay off the savings for my student loans. And then it's not even just paying it off, but then having a recurring monthly income of that much to be able to pay for our monthly bills was absolutely mind-blowing. So halfway through my second year, which is where we're at now, halfway through the second year of coaching, my average monthly income was around $3,500 a month. So I'm saying this, you guys, this is not a guarantee. Just because you sign up as a coach does not mean that that's going to be exactly your journey. Like, for example, one of my coaches, her third month of coaching was $700 a month instead of the $500 that I made. So she made more than I did in her third month. And there's coaches that have put in less work and they make, $200. So it just depends on the work that you put in. Like Josh said yesterday in our video, it is what you make it. For me, I am building a six-figure income. I will be there in the next year. Without a doubt, I know I will be at that monthly marker in the next year. And that will be 3 years of coaching. That's it, 3 years. That's less than the time that I spend as a full-time college student investing $50,000 a year into an education for 4 years without any guarantee that I will get a job. That blows my mind that I did that. Like, I loved college, amazing. I will never regret it. The education was phenomenal. But at the end of the day, I invested 4 years, and I was willing to pay $50,000 every single year for that education, and there was no promise that I would get a job after I graduated. I actually had a really challenging time finding a job that would pay for my student loan bills once I graduated. And that was hard for me. It was like, how do I get this college education and then I can't even find a job that's like pays me enough, that's more than entry enough, that gives me the bills, the money for the bills that I need? Like what? So imagine if you took the next 3 to 4 years, you invest in this business, you invest time, you invest your money to purchase your challenge pack at the beginning, and now you are replacing your income, or you're making an extra income, which allows you to do things that you never could do before. Imagine if you invest that time instead of like college where you're investing the money, you now invest the time to build something that gives you a return on investment in 3 to 4 years. Would it be worth it? For me, this is worth it. I am on the path to make 6 figures in the next year because I work hard and because that's my goal. I want to have more to give more. What this income means for me is that Josh will get to retire and he will not have to go back to work doing something that he loves. He gets to go into ministry, which is what our passion is. We both want to do ministry. Whether we go, to Hillsong College and then go plug into a church, or we just plug into a church right away. I want the financial freedom to choose that when we're done with basketball. So I want you guys to think, what could an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, what could that do for your family? Is that something that could be worth it? If you're simply getting healthier and happier on your own journey, would that be worth sharing with other people about that? Because that's what you're looking at. You're simply on your own journey, sharing with other people, and you have the opportunity to make that extra income. And I know a few of you guys were talking about wanting to create income to do extra vacations. And you actually have the opportunity, just by helping 3 people every single month, to earn a free, all expenses paid tropical vacation every single year. You have that opportunity. I earn it every year, but unfortunately, because of the timing, Josh and I can't go since we're overseas. However, it is very realistic to earn. It's only 3 people that you're helping every single month, and you get to earn that for you plus a guest. So it's a pretty phenomenal opportunity. But if you guys have any other questions, just shoot them below. I don't want to take too much of your time up. I know I've been talking for a while, so I hope this answers your questions on income. I would love to hear any questions that you have for me in response. So excited that you guys are here and checking this out, and I hope that this gives you an idea of what's possible with this business.